Howdy there, folks. Well, I just happened to think of something. This was one I just barely did for a monochrome blue and green painting. Various ranges of blues and various ranges and hues of greens. And I was going to do another one on a different paper, but instead of wasting another piece of paper or, using another piece of paper, I'm going to put them on here. It's just going to be purples and greens. So various new ranges of purple and various ranges of greens. So that ought to work, right? I don't see why not. Okay, we got that one, and I'm going to grab the different things we have here on the palette and get some greens. And here we go. So amongst just kind of, hopefully you don't get confused, but I'm going to just start to paint another whole session of monochrome green stems. And again, I don't want my videos to go a long time, so they won't. Yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather today, so I don't feel like painting for long periods of time. Okay, so we've got some, and then we have this green here. And I guess we will kind of come over here, I guess. You can see it. Okay, and then it's a pretty green. I think this is Viridian green. I'm not going to do as many as I did with the other ones because we don't have, a lot of room. Now this is like a lime green or like a light green, like a yellowy green, which I want to actually make a little more yellowy. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so, well, I need a little more than that in there. Okay. A little yellowy green. Cover that one. And actually, I'm just not going to talk as much and just kind of go for the different. And so I'm varying the greens. This is going to be greens and purples. So first will be the greens, and then will be the purples, different purples. We'll get light ones, dark ones. You'll most likely have to zoom in so you can tell where, one thing is and the other thing is. Okay. A couple more different greens, and then we're going to head to the purple flowers. Put that same one over here. And I love the breaks in the paint on the dry paper. Okay, so that's good for these greens. And then we're going to go into the purple and make some flowers with the varying degrees of purple. So we have a purple and then a mauve. Mauve is kind of like a purple, but a different flavor, so to speak. Whoops. Okay, and then we'll get a nice deep purple, hopefully, here. Let's see. It's more of a blue. Okay. I cleaned up my... Oh, there we go. There's a nice dark purple. And all this means is that whatever I'm doing, whether it's on just one flower or whether it's on 2 or 3 or within the same flower or not within the same flower, I'm putting petals, I'm putting different colored purples. Same with the greens. Doing the same thing with the greens. Again, this is a monochrome style. So I had blues before, and now I'm doing purples for flowers, that is. Okay, and we'll come over here and we'll make like a bud. Maybe I have it on my brush. We'll work it off and make 2 buds. Kind of working sideways here doesn't work so good. And there's a different green. Can even add some of that right into the bottoms of the... I kind of got... that didn't come out the way I wanted. Let me go back to the purple. Okay. And that will make a nice dark purple there. So we have the blue ones and we have the purple ones. I'll keep putting my sleeve into the... I'm not drawing anything, so I'm just kind of winging it here, which is going to come out the way it comes out, I guess. Just going to be whatever it is. And on top of that, I'm going to take some of the mauve, and then we have another one mixed in with it. Facing that way. Put another green. I'll put a little couple of leaves on there. I kind of like this green, and I'm going to actually add some yellow ochre into some green. Get ourselves some floppy leaves, leaves here with that color. And then I do like the turquoise with adding it in the green. So that's always so pretty. So let's just add some of that. A little in the green. So at this point, what we have is 2 monochrome paintings in one. I started out with the blues and the greens, and now I'm doing the purples and the greens. So that's, you know, it's just fun. Make a couple of long leaves like this. Can't see it too good. I guess I need to have some more color in there. Like that. So we've stuck with blues and greens, like as I said, and purples and greens. And it's still, I believe, I take my sweater off, I'm quite hot, I had some coffee. It still would be considered, the best of my knowledge, to be a monochrome painting, a type of a monochrome painting. So now we're going to go into the purple again, get that really wet, and do this to get the purple, because at the end I did the blues, so at the end of this one, we're going to do the purple. So there we go, and I do believe we're finished with that. It's going to be quite short, I know. But as I said in the first round, I'm not feeling all that well today, so I think it's basically going to be a short painting day. I may have picked up what my granddaughter had when I was visiting. I hope not. But been a few days past, and all of a sudden today, not so feeling so great. So I've been resting. Then I wanted to get out and do some painting, but doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do too much. So monochrome for the afternoon. Check out the other one, and check out some of my other things, folks, my other tutorials. And please try some of this stuff for yourself, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.